Hello, hello. Make sure I turn this up. Hello, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Hello. Let me put something up here. Let's see. Remind everyone that the Bible is psychological. The Bible is metaphysical. Should not be taken literally. The Bible's all about you. That's what the Bible is. All about you. Welcome all. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live. Wish I could make this sticker bigger. But I guess not. That's as big as it's going to get, huh? Well, welcome all. Hello, hello, everyone. The Bible is all the stories in the Bible are psychological dramas. The Bible is all about the mind. The creative power in man is the mind, and that's what the Bible's about. Jesus Christ represents the awakened mind. Hello, namaste. Hello, I am integrity. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome all. And I know I have an affinity for the Bible because I used to be a Sunday school teacher. And when I started studying Neville Goddard and Dr. Joseph Murphy and listening to Reverend Ike, hey, Customize Your Life, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. We meet again today. They help me realize that the Bible is a metaphysical. It's mind science. That's what the Bible is about. And we're supposed to use it to our benefit. Not supposed to use it to scare people. Not supposed to use it to try to control others. The Bible's telling you how to master your mind. The Bible's all about you. The Bible's all about me. It's not about trying to, again, manipulate other people into doing what you want them to do. That's not what Scripture is about. Scripture tells you to love everyone, to love your neighbor as yourself. That's what the Bible is telling you, how to love you. When you can love you, then you can love other people. And if you use the Bible in the way it was meant to be interpreted, you'll figure out how to create the reality you want to have in the here and now. That you don't have to wait to die to go to heaven. You create heaven here and now. Heaven is within you. It is state of mind. It is your consciousness. That's the purpose of the Bible. And so I'm here to help you learn how to regulate your mindset. Get your mind in order. Master your mind. Master your thoughts. You get to tell your mind what to think. You get to tell your body how to feel. And when you persist in it and you maintain it, repetition is key. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Focus. Where's your focus? What are you thinking about? I should have had on here again, who do you say I am? That's really the key. Who do you say that you are? Welcome, welcome everyone. Happy Monday. Because that's really what it ends up being about, right? Who do you say I am? How do you talk about yourself? What do you think about yourself? That's what it's all about. How do you see you? What do you say about you? It's not about what your parents think. It's not about what your boss thinks. It's not about what your spouse thinks. It's not about what your pastor thinks. It's not about anything but about what you think. Yes, that's it. Yes, that's the reason why. that I can come on here. Some of these was that Dolphin. Yes, the reason why is because you have to love you. Your world, everyone in your world is a mirror of you. So once you love you and you appreciate you, the world will reflect that back to you. When you think negatively about yourself, you're just going to create a reality where people are going to confirm that what you already think about you. Hey, oh, welcome, welcome. Good evening. Good evening. It's really how we think about ourselves is how others view us. So you never accept any judgment, any criticizing. You don't accept that. You change it. And you say, actually, they see me as beautiful, as amazing. You change that. You transmute it. Hey, Divination, welcome, welcome, welcome. All you have to do is transmute it. Never accept it. We have to get to the point where we don't care about what other people think about us. It's really what we think. That's all that matters. Hey, Alicia, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm about to put my glasses on. If I hear my iPad, I'll be able to see a little better. Make sure I can read these names correctly. We are the creators of our reality. When we say that, it means because you're the only thinker, you're the only one having the thoughts. No one else. No one is having the thoughts. You're the only thinker in your reality. Nobody is going inside of your mind and making you think a certain way. Now, you have been told what to think, but you do have a choice. You don't have to accept it. Hello, Fighting Rooster. Welcome, welcome. I know that's right. Oh, exactly. Something better is coming. Something always better. What you desire desires you. And all you have to do is see yourself in the position. Thank you, Fighting Rooster. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you, guys. Hey, Marlo, great evening. Yes, yes, it is. When we really can get in our minds that it's our thoughts that literally are turning to things, and things are the feelings and emotions. Things are the people, the places, the ideas, the circumstances, the situations, the events. You're creating this in your mind. And if you want to experience something differently, the Bible reminds you, you have to transform your thinking. You have to let go of the old mindset that tells you it's hard, it's impossible, it's difficult. We don't allow nervousness, stress, anxiety, fear keep us from experiencing the life we desire to have. That's why I tell you that your feelings, your emotions don't matter. You don't let them control you. You don't let them rule you. Yes, we came here to have the human experience, right? So yes, you're going to cry. You're going to grieve. You're going to experience fear. You're going to experience doubt, but you don't let it rule you. You don't let it control you. That is the purpose. So no, we're not going to be happy 1,000% of the time, right? But you learn, as Paul says in one of his letters, that whatever state I find myself in, I have learned to be content. Because I realize that no matter what's happening, no matter what's going on, things are always working out for me. Even if I feel a little fearful, even if I feel a little nervous, even if doubt arises from time to time, I don't let that dictate my reality, because I live from the inside out. I live from my thoughts. It's what I think about a thing. That's all that matters. What do you think about you? And you keep that on repeat. You allow that to be the repetitive theme in your life. If I say I'm well, if I'm saying I'm healed, my body must reflect that. And I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep speaking it, and I'm going to keep having it on repeat. What some of you like to call robotic affirming. That's not new. We just gave it a new name. We've always told you to stay focused. We've always told you to be repetitive in your affirming. That's not new. I know we packaged it up and put a nice little, different little pretty bow on it, and we want to call it robotic affirming, but you were always told to be repetitive in your thoughts, to remain focused on the end, to not waver and not doubt. Yes. Did you ask something first? Say we're manifesting abundance. Is it better to say I allow abundance or just millions? You could say either. You can be as specific as you desire, or you can be as general as you want to be. How do you determine being wealthy? Because some people don't have to have millions to feel wealthy. Some people just know that they can do whatever they want to do and all expenses are paid. Then others feel like they have to put a dollar amount on it. Say, I will only feel secure if I have X amount of dollars in the bank. Neither one is wrong. Hey, Belvor. Neither one is wrong. Yes, abundance. It's all about the wealth mindset. Because you know people have millions of dollars and still struggle financially. Just because people are millionaires doesn't mean that they have a wealth mindset. It just means they have a lot of money, but they don't know what to do with it. They mismanage it. They're not good stewards over their finances. Yes, hey Mariah. Happy Monday. So you want to get that self-concept that says I am wealthy, not just about having a whole lot of money. Because you don't want a whole lot of money and then stressed out, insecure. There are people with a whole lot of money and they can't even sleep at night because they worried about who's going to try to take it from them. No, we're not doing that. That's not what we're doing. Say that's a read, right? I remember you telling me that yesterday, Mariah. How do you feel about that? Did that resonate with you? Oh, yes. Love that, Mariah. Love that. That is amazing. Nope, don't want that. That's not what I want. Wait a minute. That is amazing. There we go. Whoa. Hard work. You want to work hard? Oh. Good. Yes. You get to choose your experiences, right? So it helps you change your mindset. That's good. To refocus, to put your mind on being what? Wealthy. Working from a place of leisure, exactly. Working from a place of leisure, exactly. And make it, yes, amazing. Yes, I am financially free and prosperous through my thriving career and business, and I have a wealth mindset. Amazing. Oh, yes, yes. And you keep saying that to yourself till it just becomes natural, a part of your life, right? We say these affirmations not to make a thing true. We say them because it's already true. That's how we have to reshape and reframe our mindset. You're affirming things because it's already true. It's not because you're trying to make something be a certain way. No, you're already wealthy. And the moment you recognize it, the moment you'll start to see it in your world. Because if those who study Neville Goddard, he never really talked about affirmations. He always talked about living from the end. Ask yourself questions. Now that I am this person, what does that look like? Now that I am this already. What does my life look like? What do the people around me, what do they say? How are they communicating with me? And not that affirmations are wrong, because they're not. But the affirmations should be said because it's already what's true of you. Hey, Aaron. Yes, we're feeling great. Hey, all love. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, T. Welcome. Thank you. Is that a T? Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great evening tonight. Yes, we want to live from the state of already being the person. That's what it's about. That's the mental work of seeing yourself as already being the person. That's why self-concept is such the basis. That's the starting point. Because yes, you can get stuff through robotic affirming, through the different techniques, right? I've talked about this. You can get the stuff. You want to be the person that it is sustainable, that you get to keep it because it's about who you know that you are. You only get that what you are. So yes, you can bring money into your experience, but if you don't see yourself as deserving and worthy of it, if you don't see yourself as a wealthy person, a fool and his money will be soon departed. That's what scripture tells us. You don't want to be the fool with the money. You want to be the wise person with the money. You want to live by the scripture that says the blessing of the Lord maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow to it. There's no worrying. There's no stress. You don't have to grind to keep it. Hey, Deanna, nope. I've only been on here for a few minutes. I came on about 5:05, something like that. Heavy on the wise. Exactly. Yes. Oh, yes. And some people say experiencing a different timeline. You're stepping into the God state, right? You're living from the end of your desire. And so you're asking yourself, what does that look like? How does that feel? When you really start operating from the God state, you naturally get excited. You don't have to fake feelings. Feelings are a broad byproduct of your thoughts. It's your belief about yourself that you're going to get excited about because you come to the realization, oh, I am that. That is who I am. And because I know this, you get to walk in that confidence of knowing that, yes, because I am this, things have to happen. How can they not happen? This is who I am. I'm wealthy, so money must show up. All expenses must be paid. I don't have to worry. Everything is taken care of. There's nothing to do. I only have to be. Yes, yes. Yes, and it's always done unto you as you believe. Remember, there's no right or wrong. It's all about what you resonate with. You're discovering you. You're learning you. You're figuring out what works for you. You're getting to know yourself. Hey, Goddess Peach, welcome. It's all good, Aaron. Exactly. Manifesting made easy. We got to keep it easy. You got to keep it easy. That's what keeps it fun. Hey, Deniza. Hey. Hey, King Murphy. Welcome. Salute. Yes, yes. Thank you, Goddess. Have fun with it. Yes, that's exactly it. Oh, you got to have some fun with it. We got to learn how to lighten it up, right? We take ourselves too seriously, and we got to learn how to, when you come into the God state, you got to let all the worries and the cares go. You got to stop stressing out. You got to stop being anxious. You got to learn how to quiet the mind. You got to learn how to quiet the body. Tell it to settle down. Everything's okay. We going on this journey, and this journey is about to be amazing. I need you to get yourself together. So you got to talk to yourself. You got to tell yourself, relax. It's okay. Relax. This is a good thing. Relax. Because yes, your body isn't used to hearing all of this good stuff. The mind has been used to being with all the negativity. And now you're retraining the mind to expect the best when you have been previously expecting the worst. Oh, thank you, Goddess Peach. Thank you. So how do you deal with trigger emotions that make you think other negative thoughts? The way you deal with it, Deniza, honestly, just when you feel, just one, when you recognize it, stop it. Never finish a negative thought when you recognize it. And then if you realize that you have went down this rabbit hole of negativity, revise it. Revision is your best friend. Revision, revise. And remind yourself, it doesn't matter what's happening. Everything always works out for me. It really doesn't matter what's happening. Everything works out for me. And remember, you never have to accept any experience. That's what I loved about Neville. He would tell you, don't accept it. When you've experienced all these negative thoughts, don't accept it. Say, nope, I used to think that way. I choose not to think that way anymore. I don't think that way anymore. Yep. I've experienced that too, Aaron. That's something we have to recondition the body, right? Right? Where some people talk about regulating the nervous system, right? Telling yourself it's okay to be happy. It's really okay to be happy. Like, you have to remind yourself of that it's okay. Because we all have to go through transforming the mind. We all have to. There are no shortcuts. Everyone has to do it. Everyone has to do the work, the mental work. It is required. Say Prince all day. Exactly. Not paying attention to it. Flip it. Yep. Flip everything. Yes, Giselle. Yes, that's it. That's it. Yep. Everything is written. That's okay. Give yourself grace, Deniza. It's okay. This life will have you train yourself to be more patient. Because you gotta let patience have its perfect work. There's something going on in you that's bringing about that perfection. And you gotta let it work. You gotta let it work. Exactly, Goddess Peach. That's it. No matter what's going on, the negative thoughts, conversation, experiences isn't going to block your good. Exactly. Because everything is working out for you. When you start to refocus and you transform your thinking and you put your thoughts on the things that you want to think, because you will have to learn how to master your mind. But that's everybody, Deniza. We're all on this journey together. We're all still. Even Neville Goddard told you that he missed the mark many a times. Everyone misses the mark. Misses the mark just means you missed your aim in life. Everyone sins. Everyone does. No one is above reproach. And it's just about not beating yourself up and picking yourself back up. A just man falleth 7 times. That's what the Bible says. And 7 is just the spiritual number of perfection, the exoteric number of perfection. It's not talking about a literal amount of times. It's just letting you know, yes, you're going to miss it. But guess what? You can get back up. You don't have to accept it. We have mercy, which in the Bible is repentance. You get to think again. You get to reimagine it. You don't have to accept any experience. Oh, yes, Aaron. Yes. Yes. Go all in. Give it to yourself. Yes, in the God state. That's who we are. No, what you're feeling, if it's not the truth. Here's the thing with the feelings and thinking. Because we've been doing it so long, we think that feelings is the creator. It's the creator, but it's not. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Feelings, emotions is just energy in motion, right? What creates is the mind. That's what creates. Never let your feelings dictate. Your feelings will make you think that you can't have a thing. When you're setting about to transform your thinking, your body will tell you that doesn't feel right. Your body will tell you that isn't right. Your body will start to reject what you're saying because it's habit. It's built off habit. And it's been so used for so long to believing in the lie that when the truth comes in, there's a war where the mind is saying do this and the body's saying and the mind is saying this and the body's saying nope and the mind is saying this. But if you continue to tell yourself what to think, what to believe, what to accept, the body eventually surrenders. The body eventually follows the mind because the body has always followed the mind. Always. We just didn't know. Because when we were conditioned from ages 0 to 7, no one cared about how you felt about it. Your feelings were not taken into consideration. When you were told that you couldn't have a thing, that you were less than, that you were unwanted, that you were unloving, that you must fear this person and be scared of this and do that, they did not care how you felt about it. All that mattered is that you believed what they said, that you accepted the narrative. That's all they cared about. Yes, but devil will tell you that When he's talking about feeling is the secret, he's not talking about your feelings or your emotions. You say it looks like a 5-page essay. Yep, you can shift from them. Yep. Oh, thank you, Tam Miami. Hello. Yep, take a nap, go on a walk, get distracted. Yep, and that's something we all experience, Deniza. We all experience the body rejecting the new information. It's new. The body likes habits. We're habitual creatures. And that's why meditation is key. That's why you have to sit with yourself and get your body to relax, to receive it. That's why you're told to get in, as Neville Goddard teaches, state akin to sleep, or the moment right before sleep, or the moment right before you awake, to reprogram the subconscious mind. That's when it's the most receptive, and you're not going to battle and argue and struggle with the new information. That's why it is imperative that you meditate. That's when you can reprogram the subconscious mind. Some people called it hypnotherapy. Some people call it the state akin to sleep. Other people called it meditation. It's all the same. You're quieting the mind. You're stilling the mind. You're relaxing the body to be in the receptive state so you can reprogram it. Here's the thing with action. Action is automatic. You never have to worry about what to do. What to do is not your work. Do what you feel like you want to do. Everything you should be doing because you want to, not because you think the act is going to make a thing happen. You can't make anything happen. So once we can dismiss that out of our mind, thinking that we can bring our desires to us, as opposed that they are automatically attracted to us, we don't chase, we attract. So there's nothing to do. If you want to do a certain thing, simply do it for the joy of doing it and for no other reason. You said heavy on the essay, huh? Hey, Chief Naji. Good evening. Yes, when he's talking about the feeling, he's talking about the naturalness of a thing, the normalcy. Make it normal to you. Make it natural. That's why he would ask the questions. What are you doing? What do you see? How is your world different? Feeling and knowing are the same when we're talking about feeling is the secret, the naturalness. Not emotions. It's not about feeling sad or mad or good. It's about it feeling natural. It's about faith. It's about knowing they're one and the same. Hey, Vanessa. Because look, before I started coming back on lives, I was feeling like nervous or anxious. If I would have let how my body was feeling about doing the thing that I knew I enjoyed doing, I knew that I liked it, I wouldn't have never done it. But here's the thing. You don't let things dictate. You don't let feelings dictate. There are people who love performing but get stage fright, right? They get nervous, they get anxious right before a performance. If they let their body dictate the nervousness, the anxiety, the fright of going out on stage, they would never do it. But what do? They face it because they know it's not real. And it's people that have performed hundreds and thousands of times. But every time right before a performance, they experience what we call stage fright, that nervousness, that stress, that anxiety. But they don't allow it to dictate, because who's in power? You are. You are the operant power. You are greater than any circumstances. Feelings are circumstances, and we don't let circumstances dictate who we are. Yes, it is, Goddess Peach. Yes, it is. The meditation 15 and 20 minutes before I even get out of the bed is such a game changer. Yes. Yes. Oh. Hey, Vanessa. We never give up. Everything is going to be okay. Everything, you have to remind yourself, works out for you. What do you do when meditating? How do you say meditation is for you? That is an option, Vanessa. That is. Yes, yes. Stay happy. Oh, that is amazing. That's how I felt, Deniza. Yep, this is new information. But when you want to be different, it gets easier and easier. Oh, you're welcome, Chief. This is it's just coming through from application, right? And understanding. And because when I was studying Neville Goddard's book, Feeling is the Secret, I was a little confused with it. It took me a while to understand what he was saying. But as I kept reading a lot of his writings, and I was reading a lot of his lectures, and he had one particular lecture that someone asked him about the feeling. And he said, when I'm talking about feeling is the secret, I'm not talking about your emotions, your feelings. Now, yes, he will talk about getting in a mood, changing your attitude, right? But when you hear him describe when he manifested, when he was visualizing, it was never about about his emotions. It was all about, like, when he wanted to go to Barbados, it was about him what? Sleeping in Barbados, seeing Barbados from New York City, right? And then when he went to Barbados and he needed to get back to New York City, he didn't get the round trip in the beginning. And he was told that there was not enough room on the boat that he needed to get back to New York City in May. But they told him he wasn't going to be able to get back till September. So what did he do? He went within his mind and create the reality of what? Him using his 5 senses in his imagination to create the reality that he was on the boat to get back to New York City by a certain date, right? He was like, I felt myself climbing up the gangplank. I felt the wind. I looked back and I saw that, I was going to feel, a little sad about leaving them and a little glad I got to go on a trip, right? He created this scene in his mind, and he did it and fell asleep. He said he would go up the gangplank, and then his mind would wander. So he would go back down. Then he would go up the gangplank. His mind would wander. Then he'd go back down, right? When he visualized, he created a scene that said that the thing that he wanted, he was already experiencing. It had nothing to do about if he felt good about it, if he felt sad about it. If you're getting a thing that you want, you're naturally going to feel good about it. You're naturally, when you believe that the thing you wanted, you already have, you're naturally going to feel good. You're naturally going to be happy about it. Okay, Lakeisha, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, yes. Yes, greater than every circumstance. Hey, D. Hey. Hey, Dream Woman. Yes, I'm here. Hey, Dina. Welcome. Well, meditating for me, Chief Najee, see, meditation is different from everyone. There's no one size fits all, right? Everybody does something different. For me personally, when I meditate, I quiet my mind and I focus on a particular phrase or a particular thing. So, like I said, lately I have been meditating on the affirmation, I am happy, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am wise. And I'll allow my mind to to define those words. Define what happiness looks like to me. Define what health looks like to me. Define what wealth looks like to me. Define what wisdom looks like to me. And so I'm allowing, I'm sitting with that and I'm quiet. I don't use any music. And I just don't meditate in my bed. I meditate when I go for my walks. I'm meditating when I take a shower, when I bathe. I'm meditating, that's when, because you can meditate at any time. Now you have others that do it differently, but that's how I do it. Because I like how Dr. Joe Dispenza said, meditation is about becoming one with the desire. Becoming one with. Meditation to me is about focusing the mind. Getting the mind quiet and focusing it. He said, Dream Woman, if I'm the creator of my reality, but I'm deciding between two love interests and feeling unsure, would asking for a clear sign, like one of them saying something specific, be a way to know? So you want something outside of you to decide if you should be with the person or not? What is it that you want, Dream Woman? That's what you have to ask yourself. What is it that you want? There is no wrong decision. There you pushed out. Yes, you can ask for a sign, but remember, I don't teach signs. I don't talk about signs. Signs follow. They do not precede the manifestation. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you. There's no wrong choice. Here's the thing. You don't know what type of person you would like to be with. Like, who can tell you what's right for you? Who knows you better than you? But who can tell you that? Well, first of all, why do you think that your decision can be wrong? Why are you thinking of the worst? Why aren't you leading with whatever decision I make is the right decision? Right, Aaron. There is no wrong decision unless you think there's a wrong decision. Here's the thing, Dream Woman. This just shows that you don't trust yourself. You have to learn to trust yourself. Because when you trust yourself, there is no indecision. There is no wavering. There is no double-mindedness. Yes, I always make the best decisions. Because here's the thing. I've had many friends, relatives, and children in relationships. When your friends from the outside looking in are telling you that the person you're with is not good for you, how many of you actually listen to that person? When someone is telling you that someone isn't good for you, how many of us actually listen to that? None of us. We all want who we want, and we're going to be with who we're going to be with. And until the person shows us something different, we continue down that road. Exactly, Aaron. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Azriel. Hey, good Monday evening. Is it Monday? I mean Thursday. I don't want to say Monday. I'm stuck on Monday. Today is Thursday. I don't know what I've been thinking. I think I've been saying Monday all the time. And today is Thursday. Whoop. I just realized I've been saying Monday the whole time and today is Thursday. Exactly. As long as you believe that, dream woman. It's not what you say, it's what you believe. Oh, you cannot be scared. You cannot choose in fear, dream woman. You cannot operate from a place of fear. You'll mess it up every time. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You have to trust yourself. Allow the experience to happen. Keep saying it if it's what you want to experience. Keep talking to yourself. In the beginning, it does sound strange. In the beginning, it does sound weird. In the beginning, it does sound like you're lying to yourself. But really, we were lied to. Now we're introducing the truth. This fan is making me. Oh, excuse me, the fan. I turned my fan off. Ooh. This fan was making me cold. Yes, that's what we have to believe. Everything is always working out. But if you operate from fear, that's how you're going to experience your relationship. You want to work on your self-concept, dream woman. You really want to get in a state of believing and trusting in yourself and knowing that you're worthy of a good, healthy relationship. That you're going to draw in the perfect partner because you are the perfect partner. You're going to draw into yourself who you are. But if you're operating from fear, negativity, and doubt, that's the type of relationship you're going to create because that's the state that you're in. You must change your mindset and operate from love, from trust. All the affirmations I have on the wall. I am blessed. I am worthy. Well, I am blessed for all I have. I am worthy of everything I desire. I am focused on being, what does that say? Productive today. I'm happy being who I am. I am motivated to achieve my goal. I am grateful for my relationships. I got those from Amazon. Trust in yourself. This is something you keep telling yourself that you can't get it wrong. You can't get it wrong. You can't mess it up. And it's really about, so what have you all manifested? Have you manifested something in your life that you can be proud of? You'd be like, yes, I did that. And since I did that, I can do it again. Well, if they're two good men, how can you go wrong? That's what I don't understand. If they're both good men, how can you get it wrong? I see believe or belief So believe, I say, it just means to accept a thing as true or real. And belief is just the extension of that. Belief is just a thought you keep on thinking. So I take the scripture that says, therefore I say unto you, whatsoever you desire when you pray, believe you have received it and you shall have it. How I apply it to my life, how I make that scripture practical for me. In order for me to get to a desire manifested into my reality, I must accept that I already have it. And how do I convince myself that I already have a thing? I keep telling myself, I ask myself those questions. What does it look like? What does it feel like? How is my world different? So it was like, I wanted to see what it was like to travel first class. And I have been desiring that for a little while. And so things happened where I was able to get this credit card that said if you spend so many dollars, you get like 80,000 points. Like if you spend so much money within 6 months. So I was able to bring that 80,000 points into my experience through this credit card. And through that credit card was associated with a airline carrier. And so I was like, oh, that'll be my way to experience first class without having to like spend too much money. And so I got the credit card. And then last year I was going to New Orleans for a class trip for my when I graduated. Like we was going on everybody was turning 50 from my high school class. And a few of us got together and we were going to go celebrate in New Orleans. And so I booked the flight through that carrier and they were offering for me to upgrade the flight by using points. So I was able to upgrade the flight by using some of the points. Now this flight had a layover. So the first half of the flight, I was able to upgrade to first class. The second half of the flight was still going to be in the main cabin. But I was like, I want the whole flight to be first class. But I don't want to give any more money and I don't want to use any points. Not that I had to use any more money for the first part to be upgraded. I just had to use points. But I was like, I don't want to spend money and I don't want to use any more of my points. So I was like, I'm going to get this upgraded flight. And then I started thinking, well, how are they going to tell me? Are they going to tell me when I get to the gate? I was like, no. I already have the flight. It's already upgraded. So I just dropped it. Then when the night before, I'm talking to my friend who I was going to meet in New Orleans, and I got a message from the carrier saying that they had changed the flight time and I needed to go in and pick my seats and confirm my seats. So when I went in to confirm my seats, I noticed that the second leg of the flight had been upgraded to first class. So I got to experience first class. Now, I still have over 87,000 points. So when my husband and we're going to schedule a trip for our 10-year anniversary. It'll be in January, but we're going to go in February. I'm going to book first class for that too. I've already looked at the prices, so we'll get almost $1,000 off our booking once I decide to book with it. But I'm just saying all that to say this, that when we ask for something, there's usually some things happen instantly and some things there's a process. So when I started thinking about traveling first class, it wasn't like the moment I asked and the next day I flew first class. No, it was a process, right? I had the desire to want to experience it. And then the way to have this experience and not spend too much money was what? I get the credit card that offers points. And then I'm going somewhere where I'm traveling by myself. So, I can use that to experience first class. And I still don't really have to use any more money. I can use points. And then I don't even have to use more points. I can imagine that I got upgraded, right? You see, there's a process. And we have to be willing to go through the process. So many of us do not want to go through the process. That's part of the journey. That's part of the experience. Be willing to go through the experience. Hey, Holly, welcome, welcome. So belief is just about accepting that what you have asked for, you already have. And how do you know you accepted it? The moment you start thinking about it, the moment you started talking about it, the moment you started seeing yourself as already having it, that's you believing it. I know a lot of people question like, well, I didn't really believe it. I didn't really believe it. I didn't believe that it came and I didn't believe it. You were talking about it though. You made plans for it. So how are you saying you didn't believe it when you were thinking about it? You were talking about it. You didn't give up the desire. You still wanted to experience it. Yes, you believed it. You can say you didn't, but that's what believe means. It only means to accept a thing as true, to make something real for yourself. Yes. Oh. Well, who's the 5-star? Who's the 4-star dream woman? Only you know which one is the 5-star and which one is is not. Thank you, Chief. I know I kind of rambled on. That was a very long explanation, but hopefully you understood what I was saying. Oh, thank you, Noreen. Hello, lovely. How are you? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Loving it. Yep. It's all here and now. All here and now. We don't have to wait for anything. It's already done. It's already done. That's what we have to keep reminding ourselves. When things seem to be a little shaky, when doubt seems to come up, when it starts to seem like it's not going to happen, you have to remind yourself it's already done though. It's already done. We have to train ourselves not to look to the 3D to validate. Too many of us are looking for the 3D to say, yup, it's coming. Yup, it's yours. You're supposed to believe that regardless of circumstances. You're supposed to believe you already have your desire no matter what the 3D is doing. That's why scripture tells you we walk by faith and not by sight. See, before you come into this knowledge of self, you operated from the 5 senses. Yep, all we have is now. All we have is now. Are you irritated, Doreen? Don't be claiming that. You're not irritated. You're okay. Oh, you're welcome. Oh. See, before we came into this knowledge, we operated from the 5 senses, right? Everything was based on what we saw, what we could see with the naked eye. That's how we did everything. If we couldn't confirm it through observation, we was like, it's not true. Unless I can see it, I don't even believe it. But when you come into the knowledge of self and understand the law, then you realize, no, the world isn't outside in. The world is actually inside out. You actually see what you're thinking. Okay, Noreen. You know you're creating that reality, right, Noreen? You know you're creating that reality. You don't have to accept. You got to go in the bathroom for about 5 minutes. Imagine your brother differently. Talk a little softer. Be a little sweeter to your brother. You create the reality you want to have. Oh, okay. Say Nada Amari. The world is a mirror. Sounds like a really, really good read. Yes. Well, first of all, you're calling him a terrible two. There are no terrible twos. But it's your reality. So if you say he's a terrible two, then he's a terrible two. Your reality. I'm just telling you, if you don't want to experience a terrible two, stop saying he's terrible twos. No. Rephrase it. Reframe it. Yup. Inside out. Exactly, Giselle. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hey, Shalia. It's not hard when you start to live from within. When you start to realize that people are only behaving based on your thoughts about it. When you realize that it's your thoughts creating their behavior and all you have to do is change your mind, you'll see your world melt like magic. It's just going to turn around. I'm telling you. Once you start to just think differently, and that's all it takes. It doesn't take a conversation with them. It doesn't take no apologies and it doesn't take any of that. All it takes is I'm going to think differently about them. That's all it takes. Aaron, no, I wasn't scared. I wasn't in church that long, so I guess that probably is another reason why. Like, I always wanted to know the truth. And so I was only in church, I want to say. I was dedicated, though. But I went to church in like 1998. So at that time, I'm like late 20s, 28, 29 years old, something like that. Maybe around 27, 28 in that. And I left in like 2006 or 7. So I wasn't in the church that long. So it wasn't scary at all. Because I knew it wasn't about the church. It was about the truth. And so when I realized that the church wasn't the church, at least the churches I had been experiencing, wasn't representing what I was reading in the Bible, it made it so easy to walk away. I am doing great, Lisa. Great, great, great. You said you did not manifest that. But why are you seeking validation, Mariah? Why are you seeking validation outside of you? Why did you need somebody else to be happy for you? Here's the thing. When you're happy for you, your world will reflect that you're happy for you. But you're asking the world to validate your happiness. That's outside in. We live inside out. You're needing circumstances to say, yes, Mariah, you did an awesome job. Yes, Mariah, you did this wonderful thing. You're looking for the 3D to validate you. That's not how life works. You have to validate you, and then the world will reflect that back to you. Yeah, Shalia, because it's really all about you. It's not about other people. When we make our life based on how other people receive us, woo, we looking for some heavy disappointment. When we're expecting other people to validate us. It would be hard for me to come on here and teach this if I was looking for a man corner. If I needed you all to confirm what I already knew to be true. You all ain't never got to agree with nothing I say, and I know I'm right. I know, I don't care what you think. I know the truth. So if you never agreed with it, it will make no difference to me. Because I know what I believe. I know that what I've experienced. And nobody could come and tell me any different. You say, well, then that's all that matters. So why does it matter about this one particular person? Hey, Indy. Hey, Indy. That's my little cuz. Hey, how you doing, beautiful? I know, India. I see you. But we're not going to put our focus on them, Mariah. What they think about you doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. You just wish them well and go about and live your life as happily as possible. Exactly, Aaron. Would not bother you. It wouldn't bother you. So, Dream Woman, are you expecting not to have bills while you're wealthy? Are you expecting not to have any bills? Your mother is not a hater, but you're saying she is, so she has to play that role. Remember, Mariah, I told you, you're writing the script. This is the story of your life. You can continue to write that script that you no longer want to experience, or you can change it. You can change it. You really do have to think of your mother differently if you expect her to be different. But you don't expect your mother to be different. Do you expect your mother to be different? Or do you expect your mother to? Because it sounds like you don't expect her to be different. You expect her to be the same mother you've had all of your life. See, when you change your perspective of your mother, that's when she'll change. It's what you think about your mother. That's how she shows up. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. Something you really don't want to change, because you just want her to change all by herself. You think that she has free will in your world. She doesn't. She doesn't have free will in your world. She has free will in her world. In your world, she shows up exactly as you perceive her. Exactly how you expect her to show up. That's how she comes. Because you're going to have to let go of all of the negative, all of the hurt, all of the old experiences you had as a child. You're no longer a child now. You're a grown woman, and you get to perceive your mother differently now. You get to say, hey, she didn't know any better. I'm going to extend grace. I'm going to give compassion. I want us to at least have a amicable relationship. We don't have to be best friends. We don't have to kiki and ha, but I do want the mutual respect. I do want the love. I do want the kindness. So guess what? I'm going to love my mother in spite of the way she treated me. I'm going to love my mother in spite of the way of all the things I think of her. Why? Because it's all about me. It's not about her anymore. It's all about me. I want peace. I want love. I want joy. There's no such thing as unexpected bills, Dream Woman. You created them. Yep, they will continue to be a hater. That's it. That's it, Aaron. You are that power. Well, the fact that you keep saying that you're now wealthy is the reason why you won't see it, Dream Woman. We don't go by sight. I don't care what the 3D is showing you. You're wealthy. You have to be able to believe that without being able to see it. You have to start telling yourself, all expenses paid. All expenses paid. Every bill is covered. Everything is covered. My father is able to to provide for me. And who's your father? Your I am, your mind, your consciousness, the greater part of you, the power that's in you that created the bills is able to pay the bills. Yep. You don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But how long you gonna keep telling that story, Mariah? How long you gonna keep telling that story? That story is holding you bondage. You're imprisoned by the old story, by what happened to you. Over time, you're allowing yourself to be imprisoned by that. Free yourself by forgiveness. Free yourself by being loving to yourself. It's not about your mother. Love yourself enough to let it go. Love you enough to let it go. It's not about her, but you keep making your life about your mother. So your life will always be based on what she does or what she doesn't do. Yes, Aaron, that's it. And there's a version of you where you always had an amazing relationship with your mom. Be her. Yeah, we have to change our mind. When we change our mind, the world around us literally does change. It really does, Giselle. And it comes through forgiveness. We really have to practice forgiveness. Yes, I know you do. I know you love yourself. So then release it. Release the hurt. Take it off of her, Mariah. Take the focus off of her and put the focus totally on you. You're going to nourish you. You're going to nurture you. You're going to love you. You're going to extend grace to you. So when you truly start to put the focus on your healing your mind, healing your thoughts, being the best version of you, when you really go within because you want a different life experience, then forgiveness will be much easier. And then you'll start to see things from a different perspective. But right now you're operating in hurt. You're operating in unforgiveness. It's hard to see when you operate in unforgiveness. It's hard to hear when you operate in unforgiveness. It truly is. That's where it is. The world is mental. We are love. Yes. 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 That's a challenge, but it can be done. It can be done, and it starts now. You know, my children had to forgive me as well, right? And the way they was able to forgive me as a mom, I forgave myself as a mother. That's how they were able to forgive me. I forgave myself. And I had, like, my sister and I. So it's three of us. I have an older brother. I have a younger sister. I'm the middle child. Now my brother, he left home. He didn't even finish high school. He left home when he was about 15, 16 years old. He basically stayed away from our family. He married someone we thought they were married. That's a whole nother story. We come to find out they weren't even married. We thought they were married. But he left with his second baby's mom about 15 or 20 years ago, if not longer than that. Maybe about 25 years ago. He moved down 2 hours away. When he moved, we never saw him. He never came back. He never came for holidays. He never came for anything. When our grandparents passed on my mom's side, so first my grandmother passed, my mother's mother passed. He didn't come to that funeral. When my mom passed, he did come to that funeral. When my grandfather passed, he came to that funeral. But he's come to those funerals and he still has nothing to do with the family. Now, my sister, she harbored ill feelings toward my mother too, because my sister as a child was a very, very sick child. She had asthma, but she had asthma very, very bad. Like, she had to be in a children's hospital most of her child life. Like when she was like 7, 8, 9 years old, she spent a lot of time in the hospital, and she harbored ill feelings toward my mother. And it wasn't until she was about in her 30s where she went to therapy, and the therapy was allowed her to release a lot of the hurt and anger she had towards my mother. It allowed her to go talk to my mom, but my mom still never owned up or took any accountability for what took place. But because my sister went through therapy, she was able to release that and not hold my mother, and they built a really good bond, a really good relationship. Like, my mom and my sister became really, really, really good friends. Now me, I'm the middle child, so I was kind of, and then I'm the oldest daughter, so I was kind of like the loner. I was kind of the one on my own, I won't say I was really close to my sister growing up. I definitely wasn't close to my brother, because I told you, he left the house when he was like 15, 16 years old and never looked back. He harbored some stuff against my mom too. And that kept him away from the family for years on end. Like I said, he came back around us when my mom passed and when my grandfather passed on my mom's side. But he still, does not communicate with the family. And you just have to realize that, yes, people have their own journey. People have their own things that they're harboring. And I just decided that that's not how the relationship I wanted with my children. Because I know that I was raising my children based on how I was raised. And it wasn't like the best way to rear or nurture children. And I made a lot of mistakes as a parent. But because when I came into the knowledge of self, and I was able to recreate and let go and really take accountability. And me taking accountability allows me to have better relationships with my children. Now I'm like best friends with my daughters. My son, he's more to himself. We talk. He still lives in the house with me. So I won't say I'm as close to him as I am with my daughters, but we definitely have an open communication. He definitely know that he can come ask me anything, share anything. And of course, I share this truth with my children. They all are aware of the law. Are they all applying it? Not necessarily. My oldest daughter is, but the younger two, not necessarily. Yes, forgive me. Yes. Yep, Deanna, like I never knew my birth father. Growing up, I had a stepfather, and even that relationship wasn't a very good one either, growing up. Okay, Noreen. Yep. Oh, don't say that, Mariah. But we can turn these relationships around by changing our mindset. We really can. Oh, you're welcome, Holly. You said, do I think age is a factor when with the children because of the discipline the law requires? Um, no, because like my bonus daughter, we definitely parent her differently than than how I parent my children when they were her age. So when we came into she's 14 now, so 6. So she was like 8 years old when we came into the law, right? She maybe, because she just turned 14. So really she was 7 when we came into the law. And remember, I told you all, my husband and his ex-wife were in a very tumultuous relationship, right? We used the law to make that relationship better, right? Remember I told you the calling the police, the lawyers, the court fees, all of that was going on because I met him when she was 3. And then when we came into the law and we realized, oh, we didn't have to keep experiencing this relationship with her like that. We had to change our mindset. So I know that the law works when you change you, because there are many people that knew about that relationship, that, you know, some of the things that she was doing is not for me to say because it's not my story. But just let you know, like you saying, Mariah, some unforgettable things was taking place. Some things that most people would not want to find in their heart, room in their heart to forgive. But we wanted the relationship to be different. He got tired of battling with her over custody of their daughter, battling with her to make sure he got to spend time with his daughter. We knew that we had to change our mindset regarding her. So I changed my mindset and he changed his. Of course, he was the one married to her, right? He's the one that has the child with her. So his was way more than what I was experiencing, because I'm the third party. I'm an outside looking in. He was the one that had the experiences. He was the one battling for custody and going back and forth to court and to the judge and all that, and having police involved. Like he was the experience. I'm just the supportive wife now, you know. But I realized how I wasn't helping to put out the fire. I was adding gasoline. So I had to step back and take ownership of how I was mentally perceiving her. And I had to change my mindset about her. And he knew that he had to do the same thing. So I'm speaking from experience. It wasn't about reconciliation. Him and his ex-wife are not best friends. They get along enough to co-parent. When now he sees his daughter as more than he ever thought he would. She's more with us than she is with her mom, because he transformed his thinking. Yes, but it's possible because my husband did it. So I know that is possible. He definitely had history. He was married to the woman for over 10 years. And they had 2 children. Right, no, we don't need you to give no details, Mariah. We do not need you to give any details. What I want you to do is to live from the moment of now. You need to ask yourself, what is it that you want now, and live from that state. That's what you have to do. You have, when your meditation, when you're quiet with yourself, when you're by yourself, ask yourself, what do you want? What is it that you want? Because that's what it all comes down to. This is your life, and you have to decide what you want for your life. No one else can tell you that. Only you know the answer to that. Yep, that's it, Noreen. That's it. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, yes. So glad I could help. Oh, because that's what this is all about. This is all about being the example. That's all we can be. We can only be the example. Yes, Duchess. It definitely can be turned around. You have to decide, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? Because here's the thing, what I did. Like I said, I know my husband had to do some things in his mind. He had to do some forgiving and letting stuff go and not pointing fingers at her anymore. But I know for me, I just started sincerely saying that she was a great mom. I started saying that she loved her daughter and she was a great mom. She's doing the best that she can with the information that she has. And I kept telling myself that every time she came to my mind, I thought lovely of her. I was like, okay, she has a business. It's successful. It's prosperous. Because if I had a business, I would want that for myself. I would want people to wish well on my business, that I'm successful and prosperous in that. So that's what I started. And I was being sincere. Like I was truly not just saying it to be saying it because I think this is what needed to be said. No, saying it, meaning it, like really in a loving way. When I thought about her, that's what I thought of. That is the words that I use. It had nothing to do with feeling. It had nothing to do with emotion other than being sincere. That's how I would want people to think of me. That I'm a great mom. That I take accountability. That I'm seen as a if I had a business, that I'm prosperous and successful in that. Oh no, don't think that, Duchess. When you think about it, you want to think that it works out on the behalf of all. Yes, Natalie, we recreate the stories. Whatever you do, see it as a benefit to all, that everyone will be prospered in the decision. All right, that it starts now, Mariah, by changing your thinking. You have all that. It's all within you. Yep, you can only serve one. Love that, Aaron. Where are you dwelling? In love or fear? You can only serve one. That's what you focus on, Mariah. Those things right there. That should be your focus. Loving on you. Yep, that's it. That's it, Julie. Right before bed. Go to sleep with it. You got to be willing to release the hurt. That's how you heal. Yep, that's it, Aaron. Yep. 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 Sure did. Yep, time for a reboot, Noreen. Yep, gotta shift. Time to shift that focus. Time to shift. Time to get our mind right. And really focus on loving us. Once we change that self-concept, man, it definitely is a life changer. Changing how you see yourself. Because that will allow you to see others differently. But the change must come from you. It must come from you. Yes, Noreen, it does. It does. We just have to continue to remind ourselves. Yup, hit the reload button internally. Love that. That refresh, yes, is everything. Yes, yes. Yeah, it was never that deep. See yourself as already working there. Is the company far from you, Mariah? Like, how would you dress for this company? How long does it take you to commute to the company? Do that in your mind. When you go to sleep at night, what would you wear on your first day? What outfit would you wear? How are you driving to work? Do you have to take a train? Do you have to take public transportation? Like, how are you commuting to work? Go to bed imagining that. Who would be really excited that you got this job? Who will be so excited? Imagine they're congratulating you. Imagine that they're so proud of you. See yourself as already being hired. Not how you're going to be hired, but that you're already working there. Is the apology letter what you want, or is the settlement that you want? With the millions that they paid you, right? Right. Hey, Donnell. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that's what's up. You gonna be remote? Nice, nice, nice. That's what's up. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Well, that's where you live. You live in the end. It's all, everything that you're saying is already done. You just have to believe it. Keep thinking it. Go to sleep thinking it. Go to bed. This is how you go to bed at night. Oh, I'm going to bed because I'm enjoying my millions from this settlement, and I got the dream job of my life. You should be going to bed feeling good every night. You should go to bed because you're going into bed in the state of the wish fulfilled. You're going to bed saying, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? You're living your dream life. You have your dream job. You have your dream millions. Don't lose sight of the goal. When you wake up in the morning, oh, yes, I'm in my condo. Yes, with my floor-to ceiling windows. With my private chef preparing my meals in the morning. That's how you should be starting your day, in your imagination. When you wake up, before you go out of bed, where am I waking up? Oh, in my condo. What is my private chef preparing me for my meal? Do you drink coffee, tea? Are you having a mimosa? Like, play with it. Yes, Holly, yes. Yes. You got it, girl. You got it, Holly. I know. Come through, Chef. Ain't that right? Hey, D Rich. Welcome, welcome. I heard that, Mariah. Well, okay. It's your world. It's your world. Say, oh, you gotta add a chef. You want a chef too? Oh, okay. Cause you actually like his face. You are so silly. All right, Aaron. Have a good one. Deuces. Thank you for your input. Thanks. Thank you, Aaron. Enjoy the rest of your night. Well, however you wake up in the morning, laying next to your man, and he's preparing breakfast, or you're preparing breakfast, whatever. It's your story. Write the story. Oh, yes. Yes, that's it, D Rich. So when you were driving, you weren't driving the old truck, you were driving the new truck. That's it. So you stop caring about where you're going to have your house and just look at houses. Yep, that's it. Oh, yes, yes, D Rich. Two come together. That's how it is. Yep, Holly, when you least expect it. Always come when you least expect it. Every story. Yes, say that again, Julie. Every story has its time when it will come to fruition. Because so many of us get tripped on the when. Everybody wants the desire yesterday. Nobody wants to experience the journey. The journey can be fun. Can we have fun with the journey? Can we have fun seeing the process unfolding? Can we have fun with that? We're like, no, just drop the money out the sky into the bank account. Nope. Just have the truck show up when I wake up. When I go to bed at night, just have the truck in my garage. Just let me wake up to the truck in my garage. No, I don't want to go through the process of meeting anybody and get to know them. Can we just get to the wedding? Can we just end up at the altar? Yes, holding you every night. Oh, yes, that is amazing. That is amazing, D Rich. You said you lost groceries, so everything worked out, right, D Rich? Everything worked out because there is nothing lost in all of my holy mountain. You don't lose anything when you're in the God state. Everything is taken care of. Everything always works out. That is amazing, D Rich. Yes, you want to go through the process of dating and getting to know the person, don't you? Yes, Seraphina. Hey, Seraphina, welcome. Yes, you're in. Yep, all be more and already have it. That's it. So yeah, so your man already bought the ring. Oh, okay. Hey, Jake. Claiming already married. That's okay, but y'all want to go through the process, right? Y'all like, I want to wake up and we already at the altar. We already on the honeymoon. It always comes through. Yes. It has to be fun with getting to know the person, right? Getting to experience the dating time, right? Because you never know, you may only date for a month. You may only date for 6 weeks. It happens. People date after a month, 6 weeks, and been married for years. You have people date for 4 years and they can't stand to be married to each other after 2. So when you know, you know. When it's right, it's right. But enjoy the unfoldment. Enjoy the journey. We don't have to rush it. But yes, some people do go to sleep at night and they wake up with a bank account fully loaded. Some people do go to bed at night and they have that car delivered to them the next morning. It does happen. Yes, you deserve it. You deserve it. Oh, really, D Rich? That is awesome. Yes, yes, yes. So you and your wife, you all are doing the law together. That's amazing. Know why this screen? Let me see. Oh, you taught it to her? So how long have you been practicing the law, D. Rich? A fully loaded bank account. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. That's what's up. Y'all want the baby and everything, but there's nothing wrong with that. Whatever you desire, you already have. Oh, 2012. Okay, nice. Oh, yes, that's awesome, Serafina. Yes. That is awesome. Yes. It's always good to have somebody to talk about it with. I have my husband, I have my oldest daughter. I actually talk to about it with all my children. Do they practice it the way I practice it? No, but they're aware that your thoughts create your reality. Hey, Just I Master, welcome, welcome. Yes. So who do you read, Serafina? Who do you Oh, E2? I've never heard of E2. What is E2? That's what's up. That's right. Start them off young. That is amazing, D Rich. Hey, Kingdom Transformation. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yes, Dina. They're coming though, Dina. They coming. E Square. Oh, E Square. Okay. That's the name of a book. Who wrote the book? Yep. Then you'll stop saying that it's taking long, Holly. You'll learn to start seeing it as it's taking the time it's supposed to. Oh, okay. Okay, sir. So you say Neville Goddard Bashar and a creator named Celine. Nice. I have the power now. They were talking about that earlier. I tried to read the power now, but I couldn't get into it. But I said, you know what? I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again. I may try tonight once I get off live while I'm watching football. I may attempt to read it again. I don't know why I couldn't get into it, but I'm going to try again to read The Power of Now. I've heard it is really good. You saying Pam Grout, E squared? Okay. Oh, experience. Okay, okay. I'm going to look into that, D Rich. Yes, it's taking the time it's supposed to. Oh, feeling, yep. Feeling is the secret. I have a lot of Neville Goddard's books. I probably have most of his books. Oh, and I'm so glad to hear, Holly, that your son is doing so great in school. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. And now here comes the money, and then here comes the hubby. You can have it all. Oh no, I haven't. Julie Prentice Mulford. No, I've never heard of that book. That's a really good one too. Pam Grout E squared. Pam Grout. Let me see. I need to write this down. Ooh. Six volumes. Oh wow. Okay. That's a nice little read. Nice, nice. Oh, you listen to it on YouTube? Okay. Okay. Prentice. Yeah, there are a lot of good information out there to help us on our journey, right? There are a lot of good resources to help us. Just for some people that may be feeling, sometimes you may be feeling stuck, and sometimes you need to hear a different perspective to help unstuck you, right? To help you get unstuck. Oh wow, yes, D Rich. That is amazing. Oh, nice. Okay, let me write that down too, D Rich. So you have an extensive library, Rich? Because sometimes when I started reading other people, sometimes I started to get a little confused. And I was like, okay, too many people having, some of the stuff was starting to like contradict one another. And so I was like, okay, I can't have these contradictions. I need everybody to be on the same page. So that's why I started then just really listening to Neville and Dr. Joseph Murphy. Because they started to seem like everybody was, people were saying the same thing, but then it started to sound like, oh, wait a minute. This seemed a little... Like some people are more into taking action than others. Some people are more action oriented. And so when people started being too action oriented, I kind of would withdraw from them. Because if it's already done and all I'm doing is required to believe, where does the action come from? The action is automatic. The action is something I don't have to think about. The only action is in my mind. That's the only place where the action should take place. Once I am the person that I desire to be, I will naturally act from that state. Yep. Oh, okay, cool, Julie. Yep. That's what's up, D Rich. That's what's up. Yep. Say you got all the information you need. Now all of a sudden, all you have to do is just apply it. Hey, Unc, hey. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, really? Neville learned from him too? Cool. Yeah, I know Neville read a lot of books as well. He would quote a lot of people, different authors in his lectures and in his books. So you rather not have to act. Right. That's what I'm talking about. I would rather not have to act too. I would rather focus on being the person that I be and do less. I'm all about let it just come to me. Let it find its way to me. Consciousness knows where I live, know exactly where I reside, and knows exactly how to bring whatever I need into my experience. Oh, okay, yes. Yep, Jake. Yep. It's us. Yes, yes. I would definitely take a listen. But I'm like D Rich. I don't, like sometimes the last couple of weeks, I was doing less reading, more with the meditation, more with the just focusing on self-concept, really focusing on being that which I desire, being the person. So that's where my focus has been, because it's like, you know what to do. Now it's just about doing it. Like, you don't want to be in the habit of just consumption. You want to be in a space where you're actually applying it and seeing the results of your application. Yes, yes, I understood, Jake. I understood exactly what you meant. Oh, you do fun lists? So you like scripting, D Rich? That's cool. Yeah, I really don't do too much. Like, I've written things down. I do have journals and stuff. I have done that. But I notice most of my manifestations come from me just saying it within myself, just talking to myself. And I know everyone is different, right? Everyone has to figure out what works for them. Oh, nice, nice. Whatever you choose, Jake, whatever you choose. Oh, I like that, D Rich. So you say, so if money brings me joy, instead of thinking about money, I do other things that bring me joy than the money show. That is nice. Yes, yes. D Rich dropping some gems, y'all. D Rich dropping some gems. Y'all picking up what he putting down? Are you all picking up what D Rich is putting down? Do what brings you joy, and then the things will be added unto you. That's scripture. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness, and all of the things will be added. Seek the state of joy, and then the stuff must come. The things will show up. Oh, D Rich, do you want to come in the box? They want to hear you explain it. Do you want to come up, D Rich? Are you available to come up and talk to us? Okay, let's see. Do you see on your screen where it says plus guest? You choose that and send a request. It's a little blue and pink outline, look like little people. And it has a plus with the word. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Yep. And it has a plus with the word. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Yep. How you doing, sir?
Oh wow, so I'm on here. That's funny.
Yes, you are. You're here. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for having me. And this is the subject that lights up my heart. So I get excited when I see other people like you go live. I always try to jump on your live just to feel the energy. So to explain to the group, I learned that the law of attraction or the law itself, right? It's really about frequency and vibration. So it's a vibrational match, right? And I know I've posted on my page, not that I'm trying to recruit anyone, but there's like a vibrational energy money mapping chart. So it gives you what vibrational emotion you experience and then what aligns with that emotional connection to money, right? And joy is one of the highest frequencies that matches the money vibration. So I practice gratitude, but I do what's called like a fun list, right? But instead of using me as an example, I'll use an old client I had because I've done life coaching, right? Had a client, he went through divorce. He wanted to know why. We broke that down. But I said, hey, I want you to do a fun list. It's almost like a bucket list, but we're not dying, we're living. So we're going to switch the name called fun. Write a list of activities that just bring you joy, no matter if it's reading, watching TV, going to the park. So he did it, right? And remember now, he started off brokenhearted, but he's like, we're going to switch his energy, focus on fun. Him and his boys did a bunch of activities. And then I saw him later on this summer. Does our follow-up meeting, right? He said, oh my God, you didn't say miracles was going to happen. He found his new wife later on that summer.
Ooh, nice. All
So
right. That's what's up.
I've been practicing the law off and on, like I said, for over 10 years. It's how I found my wife. It's how I changed around my life. Everybody has a past. I've been in jail. I've been out of jail. And not to say, I'm just sharing my testimony, right? I didn't realize I was using the law then. But I've come from humble beginnings, growing up in income apartments. I love God. I stay in a $500,000 house with over $150,000 worth of equity. We just moved last year. I used it to manifest my life coaching business. I used it to manifest my food truck business. I used it to manifest my wife. So any of you guys who taps in, and I know there's two processes. You talked about it earlier. There's the attraction process. There's the action process. Both work, right?
Right.
But as long as you match up with that frequency belief, it will come. And the last thing I would share is I tell you about the hurricane, because the hurricane just came. And we were out of lights for 5 days. We lost our food. And, my mom was like, why don't you guys apply for FEMA? I was like, Mom, I don't need no FEMA. That food is going to show up. That food will show up when it's time for us to show up, right? My mom is into church, but she don't know I practice the law. Okay. So last night on the way coming home, I'm leaving the football game. My daughter, cheerleader, she had a game last night too. I know you mentioned your daughter, I think, or somebody had a game or something, or a birthday. So on the way coming home, my wife says, hey, can you stop by the store? I need some items. I said, sure. Now it's like 9:30, store's closing at 10. I'm in a line and the groceries I have, and someone paid it forward and bought the groceries. So the groceries that we lost came back last night because I already knew the groceries were going to replace themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. But the internet makes people like us be able to come together. I just simply like being in the atmosphere of this type of environment because it brings me so much joy, right? I know something big is coming in my life, so hopefully one day I can start going live like you and doing the things you do.
Definitely.
But thank you so much for allowing me to share the comment. I love everybody in these comments. You all deserve whatever blessings that are meant for you. You deserve it. It is yours to have. And once you become a believer in the law and it shows up, you will never turn back. Like, I still get goosebumps like a little kid every time I see it happen. And my wife be like, but you knew it was gonna come. I was like, but I still get excited. What are you talking about, lady?
Oh, this is so awesome. We definitely appreciate you, D Rich, for sharing your gems and your testimonies and your success stories. And definitely you have your 1,000 followers plus, you have your 100,000 followers. You're teaching this and helping those that desire to know and fulfill their dream life as well. So, and you said you're already doing it, right? Because you have a life coaching business. So you're already sharing it.
Yeah,
So
actually, I'm retired. People like you make me want to get back in the game. Like, sometimes I have my old clients back and call them like, coach. And I was like, I want to be like Neville. I don't want to sell it. And,
right.
I just want to give it away. And
That's what I was saying. That's what I struggle with that. But then I was like, I really don't promote it. Those who ask, I'll do it. I originally did it for free. I did like a 12-week trial just to see how it would work, And then when I started doing these lives, I still was struggling with charging people, but I'm like, well, I give so much for free already. If you want personal time, shouldn't that be something? So I struggled with that too. But then I was like, well, you already got the TikTok. I'm on TikTok for 3 hours a day. You got YouTube. You got the Facebook group. So if you want personal time, okay. But I really don't promote it. It's only for those who really want that personal time, right? And I'm very, very affordable. I'm not chasing no bag. I live a comfortable life. So the time that it, is a minimal fee, a nominal fee. Is very affordable. But like you said, you really want to just share it with people because it's the truth.
yes, now I will say those books cost money, right? So
Right.
I'm writing an ebook.
Never wasn't giving his books. So he did sell them. He did have them in the bookstore. Now he might have gave some away for free, but he still sold them in the bookstore. He talks about.
I'll talk out loud for free. If you want my personal time, that's taken away from my family, so that costs. If you want my book, that costs. But if I get in front of you and I just start talking and sharing, you can have it. Please take it. Run with it.
Yep.
Because somebody gave it to me.
Yep. That's how I look at it too now. Yep. Same here. Yep.
Well, thank you for allowing me to come up. I appreciate you. Of course, I'm always continue doing it live. And once again, to the group, and many blessings to each and every one of you. All of you deserve it. I love you all, man. Seriously. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, yes. Thank you too, D Rich. We appreciate you as well. I'll help you get down. Oh, that was awesome. Awesome. Again, thank D Rich for his time, for his gems and everything. Thank you so much. I got to make sure I go follow D Rich so I can look at his page and see the different stuff he's talking about he has on his page. Yes, that was awesome. Great energy. Yes. Oh, really, Julie? Hey, holistic mystic. Yes. I know, right, Dream Woman? Oh, yes. Yes. I know, right, Mariah? This has been a beautiful thing. Yes. This is amazing. It's such a good. I'm so glad I decided to go back live. I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad because I've met some amazing people, some wonderful people, like helping one another, encouraging one another, inspiring one another. This is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful community. And I am very grateful. I am very thankful. I know that we all manifested this, right? We're all co-creators together. Nothing happens by accident. There's no happenstance. It's all purposeful, right? All intentional. I'm sure you'll get to see him again. He comes into the lives pretty often. He'll be able to share with us. He only came on for a few minutes. He was dropping gems in the chat, so people want to hear his success stories. Yes, Azriel. Yes, yes. Love it, love it, love it. Let you know you can have it. It's all yours for the taking. We just have to just see that we're worthy of it, right? Give it to ourselves. Stop telling ourselves that, you know, it's hard, it's difficult, we're unworthy, undeserving. Learn to trust ourselves, right? You just want to continue to trust yourself, continue to believe in yourself. The more you practice it, the more you experience it, that's where you're. Oh, yes, I love that, D. Rich. Give your love language to yourself. Yes, how interconnected. I know, right? Holistic. Yes, we're all connected. It's just one body. One body, many members. One body, many members. And we're all in this together, as Abraham Hicks would say. We're all in this together. And like someone said the other day, each one teach one. We're all here to help one another because we all can win. It's enough for everybody. There's no such thing as lack in this universe, in this world. Know that there's plenty enough to go around. Me getting a blessing does not stop you from getting a blessing. Everyone gets a piece of the pie. The pie is infinite. It's no limited amount. Just tell yourself the country that we live in prints money every day. The country in which we live in prints money every day. You sure can have your portion. Yeah, whether you marry into it, whether you inherit it, whether it's gifted to you, whether you win it. Because everybody not working for money. They're just simply not. Just make sure whatever you do it with joy. You do it because it's your passion. It's because something you enjoy doing. Like D. Rich was telling us, write your fun list. Make life fun. That's how you can lighten up your life. By do what's fun. Do what you enjoy. Stop overanalyzing. Too many of us overanalyze life. Stop trying to justify it. Do what brings you joy. Have fun. And you know what, Julie, the way you come to realize what you should be doing, you have to sit with yourself. And stop thinking that it's impossible for you. It's not impossible for you. Some men are just supposed to be kept men. Some women are just supposed to be kept women. And then you have those that are very artistic. Then you have those that just, whatever label you want to give it. Whatever you decide to do, Do it because that's what fulfills you. It's okay to be a woman of leisure or a man of leisure. Yes, yes. Be a good steward of all of it. Here's the thing, you can't get it wrong. There's no right or wrong. There is no good or bad. Only thinking makes it so. This your world. This is your world. This is your fantasy. This is your dreamland. This is your wonderland. What do you wonder about? What are you dreaming about? You didn't come here to be like everybody else. You didn't come here to conform. You came here to create. Create your dream life. Live in it. Live from it. See yourself as already having it. Yes, Azriel. Faith without works is dead. It's talking about your mind. The work is mental. You have to mentally see yourself being the person you desire to be. Remember this. You act from your beliefs. So what I mean by that, see, we're always wondering how to bring our good into our life, right? Right? Well, I have this desire. What must I do to bring it into my experience, right? We're always trying to figure out how to make the thing we desire happen. Let's flip that. The so-called unwanted negative things. Do you have to figure out how to create a situation that shows you that you believe in lack? No. You don't have to make that situation happen. That situation happens all on its own based on how you think. You think money is hard to come by. You think you still have a lack or scarcity mindset. So guess what your subconscious does? It creates situations to continue to prove to you that money is hard to come by for you. It continues to prove to you that you believe in lack. So that's when you get these unexpected bills. They're not unexpected. You don't believe that you can have, that you're wealthy. You believe in lack. You believe in scarcity. So guess what? You're going to be reflected back to you. Your belief in scarcity, your belief in hardship, your belief in struggle. Do you have to do anything to make that happen? No, it happens all on its own. Your world continues to show you what you believe. So it's the same thing for your desires. You don't have to do anything to make them happen. When you truly allow yourself to believe in wealth, money has to show up. When you allow yourself to believe in the ease and flow of life, your life will reflect that. But as long as you still believe in struggle and hard work, you will have to work hard for money. I'm not saying anything is wrong with it. Some people don't mind working hard for money. But the hardest workers are usually the most underpaid. Billionaires aren't working hard in money. They're coming up with ideas that bring them money, right? They have ideas that bring money. They employ others to create their wealth. They're not the Walton brothers are not working in Walmart every day. Jeff Bezos is not working in a warehouse. Who says you can't stop buying lottery tickets? Here's the thing. You're wondering about the how of you getting the jackpot as opposed to knowing you already have it. Someone can gift you a free lottery ticket, and that could be the winner. Am I saying that you won't buy lottery tickets? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you won't buy lottery tickets. But how you will win the lottery? Infinite ways. Somebody can give you the 6 digits. You could dream the 6 digits. You could hear the 6 digits. You could see the 6 digits. You could play the quick pick. You will only buy 1 ticket. Today you decided to buy 20. Or you normally would buy 20. This day you decided to buy only 1. And that ended up being the winning ticket. See how you see the infinite possibilities of how the winning ticket will come into your experience? You don't know that. You don't know what day it will happen. You don't know what day those 6 numbers will match. You have absolutely no idea what day that will come or how many tickets you had to purchase that particular day. That's the how. Yeah, see, I can't say I'm going to be a content creator, but don't create content. Yeah, I'm going to create content if I call myself a content creator. Do I get to say which videos are going to go viral? Nope. Do I get to say when someone is going to follow me? Nope. Do I get to say how many people are going to follow me on a given day? Nope. Do I have a vision in my mind of how many followers I want to obtain? Yeah. Do I know when that manifestation is going to come? When it's going to make itself visible for the world to see? Nope. Do I know it's already done? Yep. So guess what I keep doing? I keep making content. I keep coming on live because I know that I'm reaching millions of people. I know, even if my numbers don't reflect that, I know that I'm reaching millions of people and transforming lives. And this is the platform in which I'm going to do that. Am I getting caught up every day like, I only got 20 followers today. I only got 2 followers today. Am I letting the 3D dictate to me how I feel about my manifestation? Nope. Oh, okay, Holly. Yes, yes. No more working hard for the money. I feel that. Yep, Julie, it is. Yep. That's why I was listening to Reverend Ike the other day, and he was talking about the affirmation of saying I am rich. He said this is how I make myself feel rich. I say I am rich and I am elegant. So he says that gives him the feeling of being rich by telling himself that he is elegant. And I was like, yes, I like the word that you use, opulent. I am opulent and sophisticated. I like elegant, opulent, and sophisticated. That makes me feel wealthy. That I am opulent, elegant, and sophisticated. That gives me the quote unquote feeling of wealth. You're welcome, Trends. Say nope. Yep. So my notes are taking you out. All things work together for the good, Pookie. All things work together for the good. So you want to continue to be at your school. Don't let what you're doing dictate what you're experiencing. You're living from within. It's as within, so without. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Keep the faith. Yep. Right, in your mind. So you continue to live in your mind that you've graduated. So is it necessary that you graduate from the current school, or is the goal just to graduate? Does it matter where you graduate from? Is that a deciding factor? So have you been you've been going to sleep seeing yourself graduate from this school, that's where you got your diploma from? That's where you got your degree? You got your degree from this school, and you're imagining walking across their stage, because you're at this school, right? So you can actually go into the auditorium or wherever they have the ceremony, get a mental picture, a visual of what that looks like. Imagine yourself accepting, hearing them call your name, and you're walking across the stage, and you're receiving the degree from those administrators or whoever, those scholars, who's ever the one that's supposed to hand you your degree. Sit in that auditorium or sit in that space and see yourself graduating. Things are always moving behind the scenes. Yes. The purpose of affirmations is to state that which is already true. Okay, so imagine it. Go to bed every night. Every night. Don't give up. Every night, see yourself walking across that stage. They most certainly are trends. Every tool is good. All techniques work because they're all based on your belief that they will. Yep, affirmations are your thoughts. We don't affirm to make a thing true. We affirm because it's already true. You're saying, this is who I am. I am this. This is who I am. Your affirmations is all about, how do you see yourself? That's what your affirmations are about. How do I see myself? Yep, we affirm because it's already true. Exactly. But my football is on, guys. It's Thursday night football. I know I've already probably missed most of the first quarter, But I'm going to get out of here. Say, I believe we all about to get a major blessing. Yes, abundance is in order. Yes, yes. We receive that, D Rich. We receive that. Your mind is right, Creative Fee. Your mind already is right. And so I was able to download yesterday's live. So I'm seeing about downloading the Bible study. See if I'm able to download that. For whatever reason, yesterday's live downloaded in like 15 minutes to my phone. So now I'm going to download the Bible study so I can upload that to YouTube for those of you who wanted to see the Bible study. Yes, yes. So I have to pick a day next month. It'll be next month, and I have to decide on a topic as well. But I was like, oh, I was able to download one live. So see if TikTok allow me to download. Well, not allow me. I'm going to download the Bible study so I can upload it to YouTube. I haven't decided on a day, but it will be next month. Maybe the 2nd or 3rd Tuesday of next month. So I have to see what day that is. But again, D Rich, thank you so much for joining the live, for blessing us with your success stories, your testimony. It really helped a lot of us, definitely. And I definitely will be spamming your page. I will definitely be binge watching your videos, and look forward to you going live as well. We definitely will be looking forward to that. Yes, yes. You all have a good evening, a great night. And as always, beloved, I wish above or pray above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. Good night, everyone.